In a harrowing turn of global events, federal officials have successfully extradited the alleged leader of an international neo-Nazi terrorist group who prosecutors say incited deadly violence, including a recent high school shooting in Tennessee. The 21-year-old man, Michail Chkhikvishvili, also known by the disturbing moniker, Commander Butcher, is now in U.S. custody and facing grave charges that could reshape how international hate groups are prosecuted on American soil. Chkhikvishvili, a citizen of Georgia, was taken into custody in Moldova and extradited to the United States on May 22. His arrival in Brooklyn marks a significant moment in the international crackdown on hate-fueled terrorism. He was slated to be arraigned in the Eastern District of New York on May 23, facing 4 federal counts, including solicitation of violent felonies. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, Chkhikvishvili was the ringleader of the Maniac Murder Cult, also known as MKY, and several other aliases. The group is accused of spreading extremist neo-Nazi ideology while directly coordinating and inspiring acts of mass violence across the globe. Prosecutors claim that under his leadership, the group encouraged members to carry out attacks ranging from stabbings to mass shootings to bombings. Among the most chilling aspects of the indictment is Chkhikvishvili's authorship of a hate-filled manifesto titled The Hater's Handbook. The document is said to outline strategies for ethnic cleansing, inciting mass murder, and provoking chaos through terrorism. This handbook has reportedly become a guide for like-minded extremists around the world. One of the most alarming plots uncovered through undercover operations involved a scheme to have a man dressed in a Santa Claus outfit hand out poisoned candy to Jewish children on New Year's Eve in New York City. The plot later escalated into plans for a more significant mass casualty event targeting Jewish communities. The suspect's communications with an undercover FBI employee between September 2023 and March 2024 were at the center of the case. During these exchanges, Chkhikvishvili allegedly coached the agent on how to execute terror attacks efficiently and how to make them as brutal and shocking as possible. "I see USA as big potential because accessibility to firearms and other resources," he wrote in a chilling message on September 8, 2023. According to U.S. Attorney Brian Peace, his goal was to spread hatred, fear, and destruction by encouraging bombings, arson, and even poisoning children. Peace added that the arrest and extradition mark a significant step in the fight against extremist violence that transcends national borders. Investigators say MKY has its roots in Russia and Ukraine but boasts members across continents, including inside the United States. It's been labeled as a terrorist group that operates with an apocalyptic and nihilistic agenda, aiming to destabilize societies and provoke violent confrontations along racial, ethnic, and ideological lines. Perhaps the most tragic connection to the group came in the form of the Antioch High School shooting in Tennessee on January 22, 2025. While Chkhikvishvili was already in custody at the time, prosecutors linked the shooter to the MKY ideology. A 17-year-old suspect, in an audio message posted online before the attack, claimed allegiance to MKY and another extremist group. The shooter's 300-page manifesto reportedly praised Chkhikvishvili and included the terrorist leader's name written on the suspect's weapon. The writings echoed sentiments found in the Hater's Handbook, filled with neo-Nazi propaganda and calls for ethnic violence. Prosecutors say it's unclear if the shooter had direct contact with Chkhikvishvili but suggest the ideological and emotional influence was clear and devastating. Even more disturbingly, Chkhikvishvili allegedly demanded that MKY recruits provide video proof of violent acts, including murder, arson, and brutal beatings, against minorities as part of the initiation process. He called for low-race targets to be chosen, making the group's aims unmistakably genocidal. Federal prosecutors in New York have emphasized the real-world consequences of the suspect's digital radicalization. In a letter to the court, they requested that he remain incarcerated until trial, citing the global network he allegedly cultivated and the tangible violence it unleashed. The Antioch shooter was said to be deeply immersed in this ideology. His writings praised historical mass killers and voiced admiration for the 2011 Norwegian mass murderer Anders Breivik. Chkhikvishvili reportedly said he wanted his own orchestrated attacks to surpass the scale and impact of Breivik's massacre. Authorities have not disclosed whether Chkhikvishvili has secured legal representation or issued any statements in his defense. His arraignment will offer the first glimpse into how he intends to respond to the sweeping allegations. Federal documents outline how the FBI's sting operation helped prevent additional tragedies. Chkhikvishvili, unaware he was speaking with a federal agent, provided instructions for weapons assembly, methods for avoiding detection, and ways to maximize psychological impact. According to the DOJ, his influence was not isolated. Other attacks inspired by MKY ideology have occurred worldwide. In one incident, a stabbing outside a mosque in Turkey was directly linked to propaganda traced back to Chkhikvishvili's writings. The case is exposing alarming vulnerabilities in the digital landscape where terror recruitment and planning occur with increasing sophistication. Extremists like Chkhikvishvili exploit encrypted messaging apps, social media, and online forums to radicalize and recruit disaffected individuals. International intelligence sharing played a critical role in the extradition. The Moldovan authorities cooperated closely with U.S. officials after Chkhikvishvili was apprehended in July 2024. His arrest was the result of months of surveillance, digital tracking, and collaboration among international counterterrorism agencies. The successful extradition signals a new phase in how governments respond to digital-age terror. Officials stress that threats like MKY require constant vigilance, rapid intelligence sharing, and a willingness to confront hate groups before they can act. At the heart of the prosecution's case is the undeniable link between words and actions. Chkhikvishvili's propaganda has not only inspired violence, it has claimed lives, traumatized communities, and raised the specter of global hate-driven networks. As the legal process unfolds, the families affected by the Antioch High School shooting and other attacks now look toward justice. Prosecutors have vowed to pursue the case aggressively, stating that the full weight of the law will be brought against Chkhikvishvili and any known accomplices. The DOJ has described MKY as a global hate cult. This classification may play a crucial role in future counterterrorism efforts. Experts believe groups like MKY operate in the shadows of broader white supremacist movements and require innovative legal approaches to dismantle. As of now, Chkhikvishvili remains in federal custody. His communications, writings, and recruitment strategies are being meticulously analyzed by investigators. Authorities hope the case will not only bring justice to victims but also serve as a stark warning to others lured by the path of hate and destruction. The DOJ has expressed gratitude to international partners, including Moldova, Georgia, and European law enforcement, for ensuring the suspect faces accountability. It is likely that more charges could be added as the investigation expands. For now, the world watches closely as a man who once operated in the shadows of digital extremism is forced to face the consequences of inciting real-world atrocities. The trial ahead could set new precedents in how global extremism is prosecuted in the digital age.